Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I'm sure not everybody's here or knows that I'm back, but I did send out a notification. Yeah, I think it's going to work this time. So we're good. We're good. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We're good. I don't even know if I'm on a true crime one. Like, what is in the background there that says, I don't know what's going on with my screen here. Let's see. That up there. And where's the true crime one? Oh, at least that's got something back there. Jeez. All right. So just I'm gonna go over a quick rundown. Welcome to another episode of True Crime with your host, me, Feminine and Fierce. We had to start over because we had a little technical difficulties, but there's only two rules: no malarkey, no spoiler alert. You can if you're over on you see malarkey. Yeah, I have to change it every time. The malarkey thing, I just have to change every time. If you're on Facebook, all you have to do is go out of the live that you're in, scroll up, and you'll see a new link. I deleted the other one so that it would not be confusing. So I deleted the other link. So just click that link and you'll be able to come on over. And like I said, only two rules. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay, let me know we missed each other and hype the videos up, the live videos up on replay or the videos in the video tab. I think that's all. We're going to get right into it. We always start trigger warning for all true crime. So we always start with two games, which I have to find the other one because I had to X them out. So I do have to find the other one. It'll probably be a different one. I'm not even gonna try to, you know, BS y'all. But this one we've got five young gentlemen. We got one, two, three, four, and five. And the things is this stolen or is this what they used? Let's see. Allegedly stole. So we've got, oh, I didn't realize they tell you at the top what they are. This whole time I've been guessing some of the stuff. It tells you at the top. We got false eyelashes, Pop Tarts, jelly beans, baseball cards, and cooked sausage. Well, one of them is going to be a cooked sausage when his wife finds out that he's stealing. Okay, hold on. All right. So you guys know how it works. Um, Whoever you think stole what, you just tell me and I will put it in there. All right, let me get over here to my phone so I can see here. Oh, let me put it on all comments or I won't be able to see. 1 second. And I will get to your stuff. Right. All right. There, now I can see your comments. Lashes number one. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? Ooh, y'all are all going in on the lashes. All right, what about the baseball cards, the Pop Tarts, the jelly beans, baseball cards? Okay. Uh, five is three. I already got number one. Baseball cards number two. All right, jelly beans, Pop Tarts, and sausage. I feel like this guy looks like Jimmy Dean. Three is sausage. All right, we got jelly beans and Pop Tarts. Did anybody say four or five for the jelly beans or Pop Tarts? Somebody said two for jelly beans, one for jelly beans. Any other ones for jelly beans? All right, we got four and five left. Four for Pop Tarts. All right, that leaves five for jelly beans. Let's see. Oh, snap. We got 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. We got number one is the lashes. That kind of makes sense because, I was thinking one or four just because they don't have much hair. So they would get the lashes. Maybe he wants his girl to look good, y'all. So number one is lashes. Number two, baseball cards. Number three is the sausage. I told y'all he looked like a Jimmy Dean sausage man. Uh, and it's Jimmy Dean. That's funny. All right, we got. Oh man, all we did was flip them. Man, all we did was flip them backwards. If we would have just done Pop Tarts for 4 and jelly beans for 5, or I mean, you see how it's supposed to be. If we'd have flipped the last two, we'd have got 5 out of 5, y'all. Dang. Okay. Oh, I hate to. Okay. I hate to stop it. I mean, I hate to stop sharing because I'm afraid it won't friggin' let me share it again. All right, let me just do it this way because I got to go way back to find one that we haven't used. Let's see, 8 should be good. That's a lake. I wish I could find the one I had already, but I don't see it. All right, let's do this guy with the beard. All right, here we go. We got, ooh, that one, that guy looks, look at his skin tone. Like he looks like his blood pressure is through the roof. Like it just doesn't even look human in a way. All right, we got 1 through 5. They are all presumed innocent until found guilty. We've got domestic assault, manslaughter, arson, grand theft auto, and Coquiana sales. What do Evo say? 0 out of 5 for you? One is arson. Maybe that's why his face looks like that. I don't know, but he is not happy. 2 for the Coquiana. Domestic assault, grand theft, and manslaughter. I love when y'all all agree. We've got domestic assault, grand theft, and manslaughter. Arson's already taken. Coquiana's already taken. 5 for grand theft. All right, now we got 2 left: manslaughter and domestic assault. Who's who? Lord, sit still. It won't get off the damn mouse. Manslaughter really wants to be picked. All right. We got domestic assault and manslaughter. Number 3 and 4. Amber, you said, oh, 3 is domestic assault, so that means 4 is manslaughter. Get off the damn. Trying to hold on to the damn. There, no, stay there. Look at it. What's it doing? Ah, why is it doing that? Y'all, if this friggin' shit ain't messed up, I don't know what is. It won't stay. Every time I think it's staying, it doesn't. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw the computer, y'all. What? You can't make this shit up. Like, just stay where you're at. Oh, I'm gonna fight with this damn thing. It just keeps moving with me. 3 is. Oh, I can't. We're gonna just do it like that. Look, we'd have got them right. We'd have got 3 out of them right, y'all. Right? No, because we got 3 and 4 right. Domestic assault, manslaughter. Look at put domestic assault for both of them. Lord, we'd have got 2 out of 5. That's all I'm doing. Lord. Oh, it said, girl, you are not doing it. All right, Facebook, we are saying goodbye. I mean, what the hell? That thing was not getting off my cursor. Like, I tried everything. I don't know if this is like an omen of what's to come. I don't know, but what the that ain't the one, right? It was not having it. It said, bitch. Actually, it was the one though. It was right. That's the fucked up part. They just don't want to see us win, damn it. They do not want to see us win. So we got 5 out of 5 again. That's 2 weeks or 2 episodes in a row. I want you to stay. Yes. Like get off of here. Get off my cursor. Oh, it's a picture made from a picture, Jennifer. So I took a picture of myself and then put it in Gemini. So it's not a real picture. I mean, it came from one of my pictures, but yeah, it's definitely AI. But thank you. I feel bad when somebody's like, "Oh, you look so pretty." If it's like a filter or anything, I'm the first to be like, "Oh, that's a Snapchat filter," or "That's the." I don't know. I just feel weird. being like, "Oh, thank you," and then not saying anything. I just feel like it's deceptive. Shout out to Wildflower, member for 8 months. Connie, thank you for everything you do for us. We love you. Proud to be an outlaw. Thank you. Because, man, that was on my nerves. Oh, man, more freaking, I swear, every time. It's just more of these teachers, more of these teachers. What is up? Oh, man. See. I'm just trying to find where I want to start here. All right, there we go. There. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Yay, at least it's gonna work. This is crazy. So we talked about on the last true crime, we talked about Joseph Duggar, which is one of the Duggar kids from 19 Kids and Counting. Thank you, Lumvy, from 19 Kids and Counting. His brother Josh is in jail right now for child corn. Well, I hate to call it that because it's not a consenting thing. So child sexual abuse content. That's what his brother's in jail for. Um, and now he is arrested for allegedly doing inappropriate things with a 9-year-old child. Thank you, Stacey. With a 9-year-old child, and now his wife's been arrested as well.
Well, our top story, the growing investigation into members of the Duggar family. And tonight we've learned the wife of ex-reality star Joseph Duggar, Kendra Duggar, has bailed out of jail shortly after being arrested on 8 charges. Thanks for joining us here tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm Allie Lynch.
And I'm Doug Warner. Kendra and Joseph are each hit with 4 counts of second-degree endangering the welfare of a minor and 4 counts of second-degree false imprisonment. As you know, Joseph already behind bars facing sex crimes against a child out of Florida. But early this afternoon, here's a look at Town police after agreeing to meet Kendra at their family compound to serve her arrest warrants. That's the compound you saw on the 19 Kids and Counting reality show for years. But after waiting for about a half hour, they were told she wasn't there and plans changed. Kendra Duggar then later turned herself in at the Washington County Detention Center. Needless to say, this week has been a wild one for the Town PD due to the cross-country and local charges and the notoriety of that Duggar name.
I saw that Fast and the Curious. All that. So they've been so one of the charges that people were like,
we were hoping.
What was up with the false imprisonment? So I covered the Duggars and did deep dives into the Duggars. So I know a lot about that messed up family, in my opinion. But one of the things that they did, which looking back, obviously they did it for more reasons than what we thought in the beginning. But one of the things the Duggars did, which again, I don't know how they had a TV show for this long with all this stuff, but they would lock the kids in their bedrooms. So they would lock the girls in their bedrooms at night and they would lock the boys in their bedrooms. Now at the time, everybody was just thinking, oh, they want, time to themselves. So they're locking their kids in there. So they are in bed from, 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. or whatever the case may be. Since everything has come out and Josh Duggar was accused of doing things to his sisters, I'm now wondering if the locks on the doors weren't to keep the boys out of the girls' rooms. But what happens is if you cannot lock a kid from the outside in. One, it is a fire thing, like a fire hazard. They can't get out if a fire happens. They can be locked in. Also, if they don't have access to a bathroom, you can't do that. And so you can be, and again, they don't say what the false imprisonment charges are, but I'm assuming that's what it is just because um, Joseph and Josh's parents a damn TLC in our house and they had locks on the doors. Um, so I'm thinking that's maybe what it's from because what else would because they have 4 children. They got 4 child endangerment and 4 false imprisonment. So that's the only thing I can think of. Obviously when more comes out, we'll know more.
To hear from Tinytown PD, they basically told me today that they have been fielding calls from all across the country. Take a listen.
We're getting phone calls from all over the United States, news channels, the Post, the Insider, channels in Florida, just trying to confirm both what we're doing and what they're doing. And I can't speak on what that agency's doing, but yes, we're getting calls. We're just inundated with phone calls, emails, and trying to keep up as fast as we can.
And Tinytown police tell us they discovered information and evidence while assisting that Florida investigation that led them to these new charges. They will not give us any details what they're connected to. They tell us these charges, though, are not directly connected to that Florida case. Well, updates on this investigation can be found on the KNWA app. That is a free download on your phone. Just scan that QR code on your screen, or you can find it on the Apple app or Google Play stores. Then turn on push notifications for up-to-date information on stories in your town.
I'm Catherine Silver, your Seminole County community correspondent. We were the first to show you video of 2.
So you guys remember the 2 girls that I showed that got arrested at their high school, and they put them in the same cop car, and they were back there giggling and laughing, and they were talking about, oh, I only told one person and he's a snitch, and like apparently they didn't know they were being recorded, or they didn't give a shit. So this is more details into the murder plot that these 2 girls were going to do.
Teen girls in the back of a patrol car laughing after they were arrested for attempted murder. Now we're getting a first look at new body camera video that shows their arrest at Lake Brantley High School.
Isabel? Yeah. You do me a favor, try to stand up, put your hands behind your back.
The same day, detectives say Isabel Valdez and Lois Lipper planned to kill one of their classmates at Lake Brantley.
Place your hands behind your back.
Both girls were caught by police and placed into handcuffs.
So unfortunately, you are under arrest. You're being charged with attempted first-degree murder. Okay? You helped her sharpen it up. And so that's an accessory to the crime. Okay?
Court documents obtained by News 6 show the planned attack was months in the making before it was stopped by law enforcement in January. How the teens brought Clorox wipes, a towel, and knife to school and planned to stab a boy in the bathroom.
We are going to call your parents to let them know what's going on. Okay?
Prosecutors say this note Valdez wrote for her parents is another piece of evidence in the case. She writes, quote, "I'm sorry for what I'm going to do. I chose to do this by myself, for myself, and for Adam Lanza." Investigators say that Valdez was fascinated with the Sandy Hook school shooter and believed if she killed the victim who reminded her of him, she could bring Lanza back. These girls are 14 and 15 years old, walking down the halls of their high school in handcuffs, headed to the back of a patrol car.
Have a seat.
We know what happens when they get into that car together because we showed you this video of the girls laughing and talking about wearing makeup for their mugshots.
Were you trying to look good for your mugshot?
And that's just the start. It's one of the reasons why a judge decided to keep them both in jail while they wait for trial. You can see that video in full for yourself on clickorlando.com. In the newsroom, I'm Catherine Silver, News 6.
Woman from Kingsland is facing a murder charge under Georgia's Life Act, a case that could become the first of its kind since the law took effect. The charges stem from an alleged illegal abortion, raising complex legal questions about how the law can be enforced. WSAV's Sarah Smith talked with a local defense attorney today, and she joins us now with his take on what comes next.
Well, defense attorney Michael Schiavone tells me this case is complicated. One, because everyone has an opinion about this issue, and two, because the new law has only been in effect in Georgia for a few years.
Everyone knew that when they reversed Roe versus Wade, some states were going to try to charge women, doctors, with murder in abortion cases.
The case against 31-year-old Alexia Moore will go down in Georgia state history if it's prosecuted. It will be the first illegal abortion murder trial since Georgia's Life Act was passed in 2019.
If I were a prosecutor, this is the last kind of case I'd want. I mean, for the prosecutor, it's a loser all the way around because you're going to piss half population off one way or the other.
Moore is facing charges for murder and possession of a controlled substance and dangerous drugs. She's accused of attempting an illegal abortion by taking misoprostol, a drug used to medically induce an abortion. Investigators say she also took oxycodone. Moore gave birth to her baby in December 2025, but the infant only survived for about an hour, according to the warrant. Police determined Moore had been pregnant between 22 and 24 weeks, but Georgia now bans abortion after a heartbeat is detected around 6 weeks. Even so, Schiavone says it may be hard for the state to prove that Moore intended to kill her baby.
You're going to have women on the jury, and some women.
Wait, I didn't know that she was 24 or 25 weeks pregnant. I didn't know that aspect because a baby can live outside the womb at 23 weeks. Why wouldn't she just give the baby up for adoption at that point? I didn't know that part. 24 to 25 weeks, like I said, a baby can live. I mean, it's obviously most babies that are born at 23 weeks are going to have issues, but they can live outside the womb at 23 weeks.
Women are going to believe that it's a right of a woman to make that decision and would never find someone guilty of murder under these circumstances, when it would have been legal, under the original law from the Supreme Court.
He explained how he would defend Moore if he was her defense attorney.
I would hit hard on a woman's right. The woman's right to privacy.
That's a little
different
different
for
for
me.
me.
Control her body. The woman's right to make those decisions.
Yeah, that's different.
Now, ultimately, the decision of whether.
See, I was like, listen to this bullshit, but I didn't realize she was that far along. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, if you're pro-choice and all. For me, if the child can live, if you're far enough along for the child to live outside the womb, I feel like you should put the baby up for adoption. Because we know you can tell, well, obviously now you can tell gender a lot more, but you do an anatomy scan at 20 weeks. Anatomy scan, they measure all the organs, the spine, the head circumference. Like the baby is, I don't know. For me, that is too far. I think that women should have a choice, but I think that choice should be taken in the, at the beginning, if you're going to take that choice at all. But man, I did not realize she was that far along.
To prosecute Moore for murder will be left to District Attorney Keith Higgins of the Brunswick Judicial Circuit. But first, he needs an indictment from a grand jury. WSAV will continue to follow this case and keep you updated. Sarah Smith, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Sarah, thank you. Digging deeper now, this case comes as legal experts and advocacy groups say prosecutions tied to pregnancy have been rising nationwide following the Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization decision, which overturned Roe v. Wade and allowed states to enforce stricter abortion laws. A 2024 study by the Pregnancy Justice found at least 210 women across the country were charged with crimes related to their pregnancies, and just 1 year after that ruling. Most of those cases involved allegations of substance use during pregnancy, highlighting the growing legal and medical debate over how far states can go in prosecuting pregnancy-related cases under new laws.
My recollection, my ex-husband had said that this was part of the reason we got divorced.
Hold on. That's part of the Afro Man stuff. Man, I did not realize that. Oh yeah, this is one I didn't get to show the other day that I wanted to show you guys. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about it.
WLWT.
This is the second one in 2 weeks that we have talked about similar cases like this.
News 5, leading the way. with breaking news.
And breaking tonight, the FBI says a Coleraine teenager, Madison Fields, is safe 1 month after she disappeared, and we haven't heard anything from her since. Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Cherie Palello.
I'm Mike Dardis. What a saga it has been. The news coming on the day. A New York State man who had previous interactions with her faced a federal judge in Cincinnati. The FBI found this 16-year-old girl at a hotel down in Florida, arresting someone from Tennessee in a parking lot right there as well. We're leading the way tonight with team coverage on the complex investigation. Let's begin with WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson. Karen?
Yeah, Mike, Madison was located in a hotel in Palatka, Florida, which is about 60 miles south of Jacksonville. They say she was found in a hotel there and she is safe. The 16-year-old disappeared from Coleraine Township a month ago. Her family says she was going to meet an 18-year-old that she met on an anonymous encrypted messaging app when she disappeared. But they have not said at this point if that is the person that she was with in Florida. Local, state, and federal investigators have been working together on this case, and together they were able to identify a Tennessee man as a person of interest. When the FBI went to his home in Tennessee, he was gone. Agents then identified a hotel in Florida where he was staying, found his car, located him, and then found Madison. I can tell you the suspect is in police custody. However, the FBI and local police, they have not yet identified his name. We are also waiting to see what kind of charges he will be facing. Reporting live in Coleraine, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
And thank you. And Mike was talking about this a moment ago. The first suspect arrested in this investigation, Kyle Lawrence, was back in federal court today.
A guy from upstate New York, the 43-year-old pleading not guilty to sex crimes. And WLWT News 5's Sean McKinnon now continues our team coverage live from downtown Cincinnati. Sean's going to talk about how everything's connected. He's been on this story for weeks now. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Mike, Cherie, we know that a man was arrested today when Madison was found at that hotel in Florida, but there's another man already facing charges. Kyle Lawrence, 43 years old. He was back in federal court today pleading not guilty to a federal judge for sex crimes connected to Madison Fields. Here's security camera video of Madison walking away from the hotel her family's been staying at on Coleraine Avenue on February 13th. We want to be clear, prosecutors have not charged Kyle Lawrence with Madison's month-long disappearance, but they say Lawrence admitted to driving from Buffalo, New York to Cincinnati, then taking Madison to hotels, one near CVG, the other in Sharonville. He's been indicted for sexual exploitation and transportation of child pornography. If convicted, he could be facing 5 years to life in prison. Lawrence is being held at the Butler County Jail. We're working to figure out the next time he'll be back in federal court. Reporting live downtown, Sean McKinnon, WLWT News 5.
All right, Sean, thank you so much.
It's a crime that may be unfamiliar, but one every parent needs to hear.
Yeah, this one's a rough one. Whew. I don't know if I can handle that one right now. Hey.
Has tapped the vice president to lead a new task force to combat fraud.
And while the massive fraud uncovered in Minnesota has helped to spark this crackdown, it's not just a Minnesota problem. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has the story of a scheme in North Carolina that siphoned off millions of dollars in Medicaid funds. Jason.
They stole outright about $13 million that they should not have gotten otherwise.
Federal prosecutors say this wasn't some sloppy bookkeeping mistake. They say it was a scheme built around a North Carolina drug treatment center. And it was a family affair. Authorities say Brandon Sims owned Life Touch LLC while his mother and sister helped run the operation. According to court records from 2018 through 2023, Medicaid-eligible patients were lured into the clinic using kickbacks.
They would get say a $50 gift card, give it to a patient at the end of the week. If the patient came to several sessions that week, how often the patient came, that would determine how much they were given in gift cards.
Investigators say the defendants even tried to make those payments look legitimate by routing the gift cards through yet another family connection.
They used the grandmother's church to purchase the gift cards and give gift cards through that to, make it seem like, hey, we're just doing some type of charity.
They weren't. In fact, some of the very patients enrolled in the program were allegedly using those gift cards in ways that only deepened their addiction.
We had evidence that they would go and buy drugs with it.
The fraud machine had another moving part, billing Medicaid for drug tests where results didn't matter.
They would do the drug screens on many of these folks. The drug screen would come back positive, showing that the patient was still abusing drugs. And they would just ignore it and sweep it under the rugs and continue to give them kickbacks.
Altogether, prosecutors say the family fraud ring drained Medicaid of $12.7 million. And that money didn't go toward treatment.
That's
There's
crazy.
Property after property after property. There's a 2021 Rolls-Royce Corvette. And when we executed a search warrant at his house in Houston, we found $1.3 million in cash. This wasn't like, oops,
That's
I accidentally
crazy.
stole $1.3 million in cash. This was a systematic plan that they created.
That's insane.
To this Medicaid scam have pleaded.
Who has $1.3 million sitting in a box in their house? Especially when you live in a mansion and got a Rolls Royce and shit outside. People know, oh, they've got money type shit. Dangerous as hell.
Guilty, including Brandon Sims, who appeared to fancy himself as an influencer. Now comes the punishment. They've recently been sentenced to federal prison with terms ranging from 30 months to 6 years. And another important detail we learned, the government expects to recover about $8 million through asset forfeiture. That's still well short of the total stolen. But the U.S. attorney for the district told us that getting back more than half is considered a win, as sad as that may sound. Mark, Christina?
Wow, that is sad. It's tough to see that happen, especially when there's so many people out there that genuinely need services like this.
Every dollar you get back is important. You want them all,
Right.
but every one you get back is important.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
all right,
that's a
thanks,
pretty
Jason.
good
Thanks for bringing us
recovery,
that story.
8 million.
Information.
I feel like it is.
Truth is.
At noon now, a Livingston ISD teacher is out on
Look at
bond
this
after
shit.
police say they found meth in her classroom. According to Livingston police, last Thursday, Livingston High School administrators told police about a suspicious substance in Amanda Stanzel's classroom. Stanzel was taken to the hospital and was arrested yesterday on charges of child abandonment and possession of a controlled substance in a drug-free zone. Luckily, police say there is no evidence students came into contact with any of those drugs. As the
North Shore, a teacher is facing charges in St. Tammany Parish accused of putting Band-Aids on students' mouths. It allegedly happened at Riverside Elementary School. The Pearl River Police Department says George Serbon reportedly put the Band-Aids on 8 to 10-year-olds' mouths as a punishment for talking during class. Serbon is charged with simple battery and cruelty to juveniles. Coming up next, flight frustrations continue a month into the
Now at 4:30, a babysitter is behind bars for allegedly sexually assaulting 2 teenagers that she was a nanny for.
And court documents reveal at the time she also worked for a school district. We have since learned, though, she's resigned.
ABC 13's Brianna Willis joins us now live from the Harris County Jail with what we know about this investigation so far. Brianna.
Yeah, a lot going on with this one, you guys. Not only do court documents reveal that this went on for years, they also reveal she not only slept with the victim's father, but she also gave one of the boys an STD, according to court documents.
Ma'am, you are here for 2 second-degree felonies of sexual assault of a child, 14 to 17.
34-year-old Haley Hedspeth facing a judge for the first time this week. Court documents allege she sexually assaulted 2 teenagers she was a nanny for.
It is alleged complaint number 1 was ages 13 to 16. Complaint number 2 was ages 11 to 17. It is alleged from March of 2017 to January of 2023. Complaint number 2 stated that you showed him an unclothed picture of yourself.
Records show it was in 2023 when one of the boys reported being sexually abused by his babysitter. Investigators say cameras were installed that observed the teenager coming out of Hedspeth's room, and documents show he indicated having sexual contact. Records also reveal his brother said the same thing. Documents stating between both of the victims, they described the alleged assault ranging from touching their private parts to intercourse. One stating it went on so long he's traumatized from it and even became a high school dropout. Also stating Hedspeth had a virus that got transmitted to him. Documents say back in 2023 when his mother found out, she wanted to press charges, but his dad did not want to.
It is alleged that you stated that you cared for both complainants.
Because the dad was sleeping with her too. That's why she probably slept with the father, is so he wouldn't press charges. If I was the mother, I would have said, F you. You can go be with her. I'm pressing charges. Those are my kids. I blame the mother just as much for not pressing charges.
And denied all sexual allegations and stated that the motivation for the allegations was because you were sleeping with the complainant's father.
The investigation picking back up in May of last year and is still ongoing. Yeah, and court documents also reveal the suspect worked within Katy ISD. I, of course, reached out to the district today. They tell me she was a paraprofessional, but they say back in 2023, she resigned from her position. We're live downtown. I'm Brianna Willis, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
New at 4, we now know the circumstances surrounding the arrest of an Orange County Public Schools teacher. Rogelio Santos is facing 2 counts of lewd or lascivious molestation. He was arrested last Thursday, and according to a newly released arrest warrant, Santos is accused of molesting one of the children he and his wife were trying to adopt. Now, we have reached out to OCPS. They would not tell us where Santos worked, but they did say his charges are unrelated to the school. He's right now on administrative leave.
Well, good afternoon and welcome in. I'm Lindsay Ertz. We start our show with breaking news out of West Jordan, where authorities are investigating a stabbing at West Jordan High School earlier this afternoon. ABC4's Bayan Wang joining us live now from that school. Bayan, what do we know about what happened?
Yeah, well, the West Jordan Police Department is telling me that there was an altercation between an adult who may have been a student at the school at some point and a student. Those two got into some sort of altercation. The school resource officer learned about it shortly after noon, and he went into the parking lot to investigate. He didn't see any kind of scene, but he started talking to some of the students of what they may have heard. A little bit later, authorities get a phone call from a local hospital that a victim arrived at the hospital with injuries consistent with stab wounds. They later determined the location of the suspect in this case, who they say is a student at West Jordan High School. And right now they're investigating on the limited information they have on what exactly happened. Go ahead and take a listen to Sergeant Adam Julian about what he had to say about their investigation.
It can be a lot. Obviously, there's probably a lot of witnesses that they'll have to speak to determine what happened, determine who's involved, speak to those parties who are involved, to determine, how it started and how it ended and everything that happened in the altercation.
Again, the suspect in this case has been confirmed by the West Jordan Police Department to be a student here at the school. They were located in Kearns and taken into custody. As for the victim, the adult male, we are told he is in stable condition. Lindsay, I'll send it back over to you.
Story we're following tonight. A Utah nurse is facing a murder charge, accused of killing her friend to collect a rumored $1.5 million life insurance policy, allegedly giving insulin to the victim despite her not being diabetic. Our Jonathan May is on the story for us in Highland, bringing us the details tonight.
47-year-old Megan Randall is now in.
Shout out to 2Ts, member for 8 months. Thank you, Connie, for setting TC up. Enjoy each one. Appreciate that. I was way behind on these comments. I know, so it is.
Custody this week.
It's good to know
Here
what's
on August
going on,
12th
though.
last year, first responders found her with 38-year-old Casey Lynn Terry unresponsive in her bedroom. Terry died 3 days later in a nearby hospital.
In downtown Salt Lake City, a Utah attorney weighs in on the charges.
She could face the death penalty because one of the circumstances in which you could face the death penalty would be if you're doing it for financial gain. So murder, in an effort to collect on insurance, would be eligible for the death penalty.
During the investigation into Terry's death, detectives say they found thousands of texts between her and Sunwall. Sunwall believed Terry had cancer. In messages spanning 4 years, Sunwall allegedly detailed ways she could kill herself if she were in Terry's position.
I think the theory that the police are putting forth is that the cancer diagnosis was an attempt to have that person commit suicide. All hope is lost. You have cancer. You're in the process of dying. And maybe telling other family members that this person does have an illness so their death wouldn't be a shock.
Investigators found she did not have cancer, and an autopsy revealed no health problems.
They didn't have diabetes, and yet they were allegedly given insulin shots. So there's some concerns about that, and the police are saying that it's murder, that it's intentional, that you put insulin in the body of someone who's not diabetic acts as a poison.
Police evidence shows Sunwall kept searching for Terry's life insurance policy after her death and deleted over 900 texts from her phone.
Under no circumstances would the person who committed the murder, if that person turns out to be convicted, they would never receive those benefits.
As far as her licensing status as a nurse right now, I got the statement from the Division of Professional Licensing. DOPL is taking the report of the nurse allegedly poisoning her roommate very seriously and has launched an investigation into the allegations. While DOPL does not comment on an open investigation, it is committed to a thorough investigation and ensuring the safety of the public.
Now I reached out to the victim's sister, who did not want to appear on camera at this time. She says she's not ready, but did say her sister never had an insurance policy. And Randall knew that, she says. Now Randall is being held without bail, pending a pretrial hearing according to court documents.
Telling you. Okay. I don't know if some of you guys may have seen this one. I think it's going around everywhere right now.
Breaking news.
The Boston police officer who shot and killed a carjacking suspect last week is now being charged with manslaughter. Now, suspended officer Nicholas O'Malley appeared in court earlier this afternoon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colton Bradford.
And I'm Priscilla Casper. The Suffolk County DA says his investigation found the officer's use of force unjustified. We're going to take a deeper dive into what goes into the use of force investigation in just a minute. But we want to begin with our NBC 10's Robert Goulston. He's joining us with details from today's arraignment. Robert.
Priscilla and Colton, yes, Boston police are now under scrutiny here after one of their officers were arrested. The BPD commissioner just releasing a statement saying that it's a difficult day, but they continue to work to build trust and transparency, but could not comment much more than that. The Roxbury District Court was filled with Boston police in support of Officer Nicholas O'Malley. The 6-year veteran is charged with voluntary manslaughter after prosecutors say he shot and killed 39-year-old Stevenson King, who was a suspect in a violent carjacking.
Officer O'Malley fired through the driver's side of the car, striking Mr. King 3 times and killing him just as he drove away.
The incident happened earlier this month after police say O'Malley and another officer spotted a stolen car on Linwood Square in Roxbury. According to court documents, the officers pulled their cruiser up behind King, who was parked up against a curb. They instructed King, who was in the driver's seat reclined, to show his hands. Investigators say King showed his hands at times and opened the door partially when O'Malley yelled, "Bro, I am going to expletive shoot you." That's when investigators say King put the car into gear and went back and forth trying to escape.
At no time in his attempt to flee did Mr. King drive at the officers, nor were either officer in the path of Mr. King's vehicle when Officer O'Malley opened fire.
But that body-worn camera does not have human adrenaline. That body-worn camera is not worried about not seeing somebody's hands. That body-worn camera isn't worried about going home safe at night.
How is Officer O'Malley doing? Were you able to talk to him or his family?
Looking at him, I'm sure he's depleted. And I'm sure he's second-guessing the entire incident that happened, but he's a strong individual.
and Officer O'Malley was released without bail. The prosecution did ask for $25,000, but the judge did set that at personal recognizance post. The agency that oversees all of the certifications for officers across the state just posted late this afternoon that he is now suspended while this case is being sorted out. He'll be back in court in May. We're live in Roxbury. Robert Goulston, NBC 10 Boston.
Robert, thank you.
I didn't hear that taking it easy. Did you hear of the 14 men for X trafficking in Montgomery County, Ohio? One was a security guard at a high school. I graduated from there. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Mimi. It's awful. Did they catch the person? I don't know why it's starting like that, like a small screen.
Multiple communities and charges prosecutors say involve some of the most disturbing crimes against children they've seen in years. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5:30. I'm Lindsay Stone.
And I'm Chris Jacobs. Today, 6 of those indicted for various child sex crimes were in front of a judge. WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson is live in Batavia for us with the details. Karen.
Yeah, hey, Chris, these details are very disturbing. Some of the allegations even too graphic to repeat. Of those indicted, 10 are men, 1 is a juvenile.
State of Ohio versus Richard Hogue.
6 defendants.
State of Ohio versus Benjamin Holden.
6 bond hearings.
State of Ohio versus Wayne Moore.
And a wide-ranging Claremont County crackdown targeting those accused of child sex crimes.
Your Honor, in doing this for as many years as I have, these are some of the most disgusting images I've ever seen.
Prosecutors say those images were found in the case against 18-year-old Benjamin Holden of Loveland. The high school student faces 20 counts of pandering sexually oriented material involving a minor. In another case, prosecutors say Daniel Bowling of Bethel was already on probation for a similar offense in Warren County when new images were found.
Obviously, he can't stop his issue. He can't stop looking at child pornography.
In one of the most serious cases filed this week, Samuel Ramirez, a Guatemalan man who investigators say is living in the United States illegally, is accused of raping 3 children. He faces 32 counts of rape. Ramirez is also being held on an ICE detainer. His bond was set at $500,000. Another $500,000 bond was given to Joshua East of Batavia, who faces 13 counts of pandering child sex abuse material.
Quite honestly, I'm terrified that he's got a 3-year-old daughter in the home because I've seen the images, and they are kids that age, some younger, some a little bit older.
Prosecutors say East claimed he was sharing images online to try and catch predators. A defense, they say, does not match the evidence. And for those who were arraigned today, not guilty pleas were entered on their behalf. Now, as for bond, each set of facts are different for each case, and bond ranges anywhere from $50,000 to, like you heard, $500,000. Reporting live tonight in Batavia, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
Disturbing details there.
Very
disturbing. The death of a little boy last March shocked the community of Martha's Vineyard. The toddler was allegedly left alone in a car for hours without food or water. And police ultimately charged a trusted babysitter with his death. Tonight, in an exclusive interview with WBZ's chief investigator, Cheryl Fiandaca, that little boy's father is...
Wrong video, my bad. Oh yeah, this one. Like, what is going on with people? Did you guys see, yeah, this one. This is an influencer. Fitness influencer. Apparently.
Well, we have new details tonight on the arrest of fitness influencer Wesley Watson. Watson now behind bars on domestic violence charges against at least 1 woman. And Local 10's Brett Neese has been following this investigation. He is joining us live now in Fort Lauderdale with the very latest. Brett.
Janice, these are very serious charges. One of them is false imprisonment because police say he wouldn't let the victim leave the home after all of this took place. Now he remains in jail tonight, saddled with a $115,000 bond. 42-year-old Wesley Watson stands before a judge after police say he severely beat his girlfriend of just a couple of months.
So we're here on 5 counts for Mr. Watson.
Watson was in bond court on Thursday facing several charges where the state laid out even more details about what happened early Sunday morning.
He had his own personal employees threaten her. He had his own personal employees oversee her to see what she was doing on the phone, Your Honor. I think there's even made reference to the victim that she effectively felt like she was being held hostage.
The fitness influencer has nearly 40,000 followers on Instagram and boasts a fitness coaching program online that promises people to, quote, become the man you admire. The 6-page arrest report lists out very disturbing allegations against Watson. The report says during
How ironic. Be the man you... Come on.
the fight, quote, the defendant then grabbed her with his right hand by her hair and then slammed her head down into the kitchen table. That opened up a gash on the victim's head. The report also says he choked her and threatened her life and her family's lives.
Your Honor, this is not the first or second time that violence has been alleged against Mr. Watson.
We are also learning more about charges that Watson is facing down in Miami-Dade County. He was out on bond for those charges. We're also working to learn more about his criminal history. As soon as we get more details, we'll pass it along. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Brett Neese, Local 10
Already
News.
on bond.
Questions are being raised after a Warren County mom died following a makeover performed in Cincinnati.
She passed
Rachel
away.
Tussey of Franklin had plastic surgery that ended in tragedy. The mother of 3 and TikTok creator shared her life online under the username Midlife Unmuted. She posted about feeling both excited and nervous ahead of the surgery, asking followers for prayers. According to her family's attorney, Tussey suffered a catastrophic medical emergency after the procedure at the Journey Light Surgery Center in Evendale. Now, she experienced a lack of oxygen that caused severe brain damage. She was placed on a ventilator, and on March 5th, her husband made the decision to remove her from life support after doctors determined she had minimal brain activity. Now, Tussey died Tuesday surrounded by her family. Her attorney says an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the surgery is now underway. In a statement, Journey Light said based on their initial review, the action of their employees were well within appropriate standards of care, and the staff responded timely to her condition. Dr. Tork, who performed the surgery, did not return our request for comment. Tussey is survived by her husband and their 3 children.
It's just before 3 p.m. at a McDonald's in Atlanta, Georgia,
Look at this shit.
where police are called over a deadly shooting allegedly sparked by an incorrect food order.
This is crazy.
Inside, police find 30-year-old Tamanika Woods, described as a mother of 4, suffering from a gunshot wound. The victim was rushed to a hospital, where she was later pronounced dead, according to police.
Now, can you get that baby out, please? It's her baby. I got you, but you can't have the baby watching this. I need everybody out. I need everybody out. Stand right here.
Next, officers clear everyone out of the business-turned-crime scene before trying to get to the bottom of what exactly happened here.
They putting us out. They putting everybody out. They said it's official crime, so we can't even go in.
Shot this girl on some damn food, man.
There's a lot of people here. Someone else has to be the same, at least.
No, I saw everything. I saw everything when she shot the girl and everything. I told her.
There's a shit show inside. Well, we don't know who witnessed it. We asked if they witnessed it first.
He saw everything.
Over a friggin' McDonald's order. Like, what? I'm not going to play all of this, obviously.
We'll hear more from her later. Now, officers back at the scene continue looking for answers.
She hit her first. Wait, y'all, come out. No, nobody came behind the counter. Nobody went. Stop. Go look at the cameras. Nobody went behind the camera. Nobody went behind it. Where's the camera? Where's our camera?
Put on the bottom of your car. And lock it.
Get away from the car.
Clear it. 23086.
You are detained. You are not free to leave.
Huh?
You are not free to leave.
Okay.
We need to find a car for you, actually. You have anything on your laptop?
No. Hold on, let me get my mom my stuff. Mom!
Is your car unlocked? Is that
a young teenage girl killed somebody over her order not being right? Like, what?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Right.
What is going on?
Everybody that was in the car.
All right, she is detained. She is not free to go.
Man, let me go. The reason why they came in. The first of all, why they came in. Because they faced Don't sit down like that. Shut up. Don't sit down like that. No, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You really did. You did. How you gonna sit down and say we don't instigate nothing? They came in. My goddamn customer. You told her to step back. I just told her because she told me to fix up. These bitches up. The girl with the robe. She right here. Be close. Tell her what she said. That's when I grabbed her and told her to let it go. You can't just walk up on nobody. The girl with the pink robe walked up on her. I told her to let it go. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I had a customer. I had a line in my counter. But after that, though, everybody, after she said it, I told everybody to shut the shit. They was leaving.
Okay, what we got, guys?
So I guess they kept in, or whoever, they want to see the camera.
Yeah, we gotta wait till the investigators get here before we can let anybody else inside.
They come.
So they're basically blaming the other worker for it escalating because she got involved because she had a line of people and wanted them. And so they're blaming the other girl, like, girl, you should have shut up. Like, she shouldn't have shot her over that shit.
Came in, a guest.
So against
came in, I guess, yeah, they were in drive-through. Their order wasn't done right, so they came in aggressively trying to get the order right. Management said, hey, we'll take care of it. That wasn't sufficient for them. The waving of the gun started. I guess the guest was like, hey, you know, this person needs to leave because they're being too aggressive. Yeah. So now it's between the party that's mad because their food's not being done right with the worker, with the guest that got shot. And from there,
oh, damn.
I guess the girl...
It was a guest that got... I thought it was the worker. That's insane. So basically she just waving it around and ended up shooting.
It's like, well, you know, something like, you know, don't talk to me like this. The girl was like, well, I ain't scared of you.
Hey, Billy.
And the girl went to mush the sister and the shooter mushed her. Yeah, okay. She went to mush her in the face, and when she did that, that's when the shooter came out with the gun and shot her in the chest.
She should have taken her McDonald's staff, pulled them to the back. The manager should have been the only person talking to de-escalate this shit. I mean, she just let her staff argue and walk in there and start talking all this crap. And I mean, we just watched it unfold, and then he said, she got a pistol. Yeah. And then when I saw that punch, I said, oh, it's over. Yeah. Next thing you know,
pow.
Pow. How many punches until?
It's just one, the girl in the pink. The girl in the pink, they got her too.
Yeah, you were in jail. It's not self-defense.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Because after that, the other girl had them pull her gun. The one in the black done pulled her gun and shot.
Another child gonna go down for life. And the whole kid decided he's gonna be a good Samaritan.
Yeah, because the girl had her children with her. Yeah. She had her kids with her.
What did you do?
I just grabbed the girl who was coming out because she...
Damn, so they started punching and then the pew-pew went off? That's... Shout out to Jill, member for 8 months. I finally figured it out. Was driving me crazy. I'm an outlaw. Dang it, I need to be green. I love that. Shout out to you, Jill.
Jump on me at the time.
Glad
so
you
the girl
figured
had
it out.
her gun and the gun there and and so I grabbed her hand, make sure she couldn't shoot nobody else.
Shoot your ass.
Yeah, she would have shot me, but you know,
hey, good job, man.
Yeah. You know,
people of action.
Come through the drive-thru, coming in with a gun.
You said they were in the drive-thru.
Yeah, they were coming through the drive-thru. They had already went through the drive-thru.
They were in there arguing about what they didn't get in their bag, and then they were blaming
That's
the
how
other
it
young lady.
escalated.
So they start arguing with the McDonald's folks.
Damn. Shout out to Kathy, member for 8 months. Love your content, Connie. Thank you.
And then her friend start trying to like take up for the McDonald's folks.
I don't know how the friend even get into it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't even know how she ended up getting into it with them. That part, we all lost it. And so she was like, all four of y'all walked up. That's all I heard.
Ordering food, trying to place 2 orders. Do the drive-thru. One for cash, one for card. They informed us that since they're short on staff, that they're on. I'm doing straight from I don't want to miss nothing.
I appreciate that.
They informed us that they're short staff. We come and do one, so we put all our orders together. Then we went to the window. Our order wasn't complete when we got to the window. We were trying to tell the lady we wanted to add more food to the order, and she explained to us that she's new. Cause it seemed like they had, the lady who first took our order seemed like she had a little attitude or whatever. So when we went to the window, it was a different lady, and she explained to us, "Oh, we're sorry. I'm sorry. I'm new to working or whatever." And she was like, "Oh yeah, we all understand." Because at first we thought it was attitude or whatever. So we paid for our food, went to the second window to receive our food, and was lifting our bags. Didn't have everything in it, so we went inside to tell them with our receipt and let them know that all our food was not in our bags. So, fast food people don't like making new food or whatever. So I guess they seemed like they were attitude or whatever to make the food. And then my sisters one of my sisters, hold on, let me not miss this, would lead to the. Okay, so we'll still wait for our food. Then somebody in the back said, "Can y'all, why they still here?" And then one of my sisters made the comment, said if we had all our food, we would be gone. So then, after one of the ladies in the back said that, the lady who was in the front register, I guess she catch drift of all the emotions or whatever, and see my sister was like right here. This is, where people stand, and this is their.
Shout out to Kathy for gifting 5 memberships. We got 5 more on the green team. Well, welcome to Val, Bonnie, Teresa, Darlin. Congratulations. I think I missed one in there, but I don't know. Did I get them all? Darlin, Teresa, Val, and Bonnie. Those are the only ones I see. Maybe I missed one. Well, congratulations and shout out to Kathy gifting 5 memberships.
Whatever. My sister's right here getting the sauce from their inside, and the lady from Cancer was like, back up doing this like this. And she had an attitude to them. I'm not sure what my sister said to her. Then the lady who had got shot was saying, she had spoke up and said something and was telling the girl, like, I already know, like, girl, so basically, like, trying to stick up for the register lady. I'm horrible at telling stuff like that's fine. So then the other lady, I guess the lady taking up for the register lady felt like that was her way to get fucked or get big. So she was just walking back like, yeah, because nobody wants smoke, like nobody want to, basically trying to antagonize, saying she want to fight or whatever. And then one of my sisters was like, what you doing all that for, or something, saying like you could clock out or whatever. And then one of my other sisters was just saying the same thing. And the lady in the back, and the lady who was the guest who spoke up for the register, cash register lady, was saying stuff like antagonizing too, basically saying, oh, call somebody and told them bring her fire in or whatever, because these 4 hoes tripping or whatever, something like that. And one of my sisters said something like, I got it on me, shoot who or whatever, basically saying she was going, the lady was basically saying she was going to shoot first. Then as we got our food, one of the men, I guess she was a manager at when McDonald's, she had came up to me and my other sister, the pregnant sister, and asked us like, did y'all get everything? are y'all okay? What do y'all need or whatever? And me and my sister, were okay, and we was walking out. And then the other lady still kept talking crazy. And we walking out, me and my other sister trying to get me and my 2 other sisters to lead off. And then this, the lady who told somebody to go get their file had walked up to one of my sisters. And when I looked, she saw her hand. I don't know what she did. Her hand went like this, and my sister's hand went like this. So I grabbed her off down, try to grab my sister, because I ain't worried about these, So, and then I took her.
Damn. So she says she's basically trying to say that they were going to get a gun, so she did what she did. Shout out to Taylor, member for 8 months. I love and miss each one of you. Hashtag outlaw for life. Connie, I hope you know all the lives I miss, I replay and hype. Thank you so much, Taylor. I work during the day, so I miss a lot. Well, thank you so much. Who you asking about, Taylor?
So I'm thinking, I'm looking for my sisters, and then I'm thinking it was a lady that did the shooting, because she said she was gonna shoot first, and then I'm looking, and then I see her on the ground, and we try to leave, and I see a man with my sister holding her, like trying not to let her go. And then that's when we had called our mama, and we went to go get her, and came back, my sister and cupped her.
Yeah, fortunately, the female that was shot, she's deceased now. She didn't make it. That's the unfortunate part about this incident.
So what does that mean for my sister?
We don't know yet. We're still investigating, but right now.
Y'all could look at the cameras. Do they got cameras that you can hear?
We got it.
That you can hear video footage?
Oh, it was her sister.
Well, we're getting that now, but we got cameras.
I thought it was her that did the pew-pew, and it was her sister.
They're trying to get access to that now. Okay. All right.
Me ask you, because they're going to ask you all that.
Okay, there's
There's 4 y'all there.
I thought that she put a coat on. So this is the pew-pewer, the one that had the pew-pew.
How did they get to that? You know what I'm saying?
Because when we got in there, mind you, they already missed. They claimed that we had fake tunnels, but we didn't have fake tunnels.
Somebody that worked there?
Yeah, they was like, we had fake tunnels. We had fake tunnels. Y'all never gave us the food and our change, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so when y'all give us our food or whatever, mind you, we're in the drive-thru at first. Y'all give us our food. We only got half of the food. So we started telling them, like, we missing this, we missing that. So they getting attitudes and shit, but y'all should have had it right. So we like, all right, we're just gonna come in the inside. So we come in the inside, we standing at the counter. I'm standing like this way, but I'm just standing at the counter, but I'm turning towards the counter. She's like, all right. She started calling people. People was coming in there. She's like, hey, y'all hold a shot. Woo-doo-doo. So then when my sister turned, she was like, hell, who shot? And, tugged on her, like, I got one too, like, type. So the lady was just steady whoop. So mind you, by this time when they arguing, I'm still walking back and forth to my table, back over there to my table, get my food and shit. So the lady started putting her hand in my face, doing all like this. So I pointed back on her face, like, stop putting your hand in my face, like, doing her hand like that. She mushed me 2 times, and we started fighting. Then me and her started fighting, and then some gun went off, but I didn't know that it was my sister that shot. So when the gun went off, everybody just started running. I turned back around because I ain't see my sister come outside. So when I turned back around, I see the lady laying on the floor. My sister was still in there, and the man had up his fire on my sister.
Now armed with multiple witness statements and video evidence, detectives finally sit down with Tania and read her Miranda rights.
And I'm going to ask you again, and I need for a verbal answer, please. Do you understand these rights?
Yeah, but I need Lord. I do. I got my sister.
You say you do?
I gotta talk to my sister for my lawyer.
Okay. So,
okay,
do you, but I still have to ask you the rest.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you again, do you understand these rights? Do you wish to talk to us at this time without a lawyer? Okay. So, no.
I can call my mama, like, the lawyer. I don't really know how to get in contact with the lawyer for that.
Mm-hmm.
You big and bad trying to fight everybody. I don't know if this is the sister, or I don't know if they both got charged. I'm sure we're going to find out. But you're big and bad. Everybody trying to fight. You got to pew, all this shit, but you got to call your mama? Nah.
Count.
This one. We're with the homicide unit. Unfortunately, today that girl, she deceased at the hospital. Okay. That's the unfortunate part. I'm gonna honor the fact that you want to speak with your lawyer, but unfortunately, you're gonna be charged for that. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I'll be back in here. I'll let you speak with your mom over the phone. Okay.
Damn.
All right. Besides this case, do you want to talk to me about anything else?
Sarah.
You have something else to ask me?
Yeah, how long are you sitting here?
It's going to be a minute. Okay.
The 19-year-old declines to speak about the case without a lawyer and is informed of her charges. But next, investigators allow her a phone call.
What's up, charge? Did they give you any charge? Did they charge you again? The investigator came and said murder, aggravated assault,
in possession of firearm during commission of a felony.
and possession of firearm during a felony. I don't got a felony.
Murder is a felony.
Oh, no, you're not a felon. You're not a felon.
No, murder is a felony, so you can't have it.
Murder is the felony. What you gonna bring? Murder.
Oh, Lord. It's not about her being a felon. She used the pew-pew in the commission of a felony. Come on now. Shout out to Sissy for that super chat. Thank you, Connie, for all the hard work. You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
No one said she's a felon. No.
Oh, murder is just in the process of committing a felony. Yeah.
Tania was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and theft by receiving stolen property after police said the gun used in the shooting was previously reported stolen.
Wow.
So what are they saying?
You're being charged with murder.
Yeah, I know, like, how many?
How long? How long was what? Do you get down there?
How long did that
murder for murder? You mean prison?
Yeah.
25 to 30 years.
Online records show Tania negotiated a plea deal and pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm. The 19-year-old was sentenced to 25 years behind bars. Subscribe now for easier access.
25 years over the wrong fucking McDonald's order. You wasted 25 years of your life. I mean, one thing on the bright side, obviously she took a life. She's young enough, she'll probably be, in her 40s when she gets out. But still, I mean, can you imagine? By that point, in my opinion, most people, she'll be institutionalized and probably go back. Like, it's awful. By that point, that's probably where she'll want to be, Because, I mean, clearly she can't take care of herself now. She's very immature. And then, prison's going to be taking care of her for the next 25 years. Although she'll probably get out earlier than 25, depending on her state. Yeah, that's it. She got a plea deal. So she probably pled down to something. Over McDonald's. Yep. Hey, RJ, over McDonald's. Well, I hope you guys join me for another episode of True Crime with your host, me, Feminine and Fierce, on Tuesday. I'll see you guys then. And if you're coming back from Malarkey, I'll see you in about 15 minutes. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode, and I will see you next time. That was Georgia. Bye, y'all. Bye.